Hey, are we live? I'm sorry, having technical difficulties. Good afternoon. This is George from the Accessibility Corner with Mr. Bautista and Mr. Josue Gutierrez. And today we'll be talking about a great program available here in El Paso. But before we get started, can we say hi to Mr. Bautista and Mr. Gutierrez? How are you both gentlemen doing today?
Hello. Hi.
I'm doing fine, Mr. Gutierrez. This is Jesus Bautista, and I'm
Nice to meet
really
you.
excited to hear about the services and that you guys provide for our kids. And I'd like to ask you to, uh, introduce yourself and what it is that you do.
Yes, of course. Well, first of all, I want to say huge thank you to Mr. George Zavala for having me and inviting me here. And yeah, my name is also Gutierrez. I'm the Youth Leadership Development Coordinator for CDIC. I've been working for over 1 year with them, and it's been an incredible year. A lot of learning, knowledge, and it's wonderful to meet new people and to help the youth, especially in the El Paso area.
So, are you from El Paso?
Yes, I was born in El Paso, but I was raised in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua.
Okay. And so, what brought you into this? What brought you into this realm, I guess, of youth leadership? Because that is important to me, Mr. Bautista. Always harp on that. And what brought you into that particular program or this program?
Yes, so what we do is CDIC is a nonprofit organization that helps parents with children with disabilities to understand the process of special education here in El Paso. We offer different resources and workshops. One of the workshops that we offer and that I work on is on the youth leadership program, where we help children with developmental disabilities and any kind of disabilities. We do those classes every year, for every Saturday of 1 month, and the classes are completely free. We accept children from ages 13 to 26, and parents can come with them too.
You the you talk about kids with all kinds of disabilities. Are we talking about people with kids who are blind, deaf, and mute, uh, and wheelchairs and all this type of situations?
Yes, it can be from any kind of disability. Any youth who has any kind of disability, it's welcome to join us, and yeah. But
What kinds of activities do you have for them?
we do different activities. We do a Jeopardy game. We also do like a awards game. They're more like it's like a type of bad words that are not allowed to tell them people to tell them. And we do like we build like a home. They have to draw a home, and we have the Wild Left. It's an annual event for them. It's every year, and it's on actually on December, the last month of the year, where they gather together and interact to socialize more.
Mr. Bautista, if you could do this just for people who are listening, we want to be have this information available for both English and Spanish.
Okay. Ah, ah, ¿puede informar a los que nos están escuchando ah, la información que nos acaba de dar tocante las actividades que ustedes promueven para los chamacos? Dijo usted que de la edad de 13 a 26.
Sí, correcto, sí.
Okay.
Mire, nosotros somos Children's Disabilities Information Coalition, CDIC. Nosotros somos una organización sin fines de lucro que ayuda a padres con hijos con disabilidad a entender el proceso de educación especial aquí en El Paso y en Texas. Ofrecemos diferentes talleres de educación. Uno de los talleres que ofrecemos, en el cual trabajo, es el de Youth Leadership Program. Es un programa que ayuda a jóvenes de las edades entre 13 a 26 años, pero podemos hacer excepciones. A veces podemos aceptar a jóvenes de más alta edad o a veces más pequeños. Los padres están bienvenidos a asistir, a acompañarlos y hablamos sobre clases de educación, sobre empleo, sobre abogacía son completamente gratis las clases y son cada un
I'm sorry, I'm
sábado.
having some technical difficulties on my end. I'm sorry about that, gentlemen. Mr. Gutierrez,
Bueno,
yeah, my mic is not working good. Go ahead and take over, Mr. Bautista. I'm sorry.
Okay. One of the things that I wanted to ask you, Mr. Gutierrez, is I'll do it both in English and Spanish, but I'd like to know how the programs indicate that you represent kids, children that at school. Do you represent them at the ARD meetings, or how is it that you represent them? ¿Cómo
yes.
representa a los estudiantes cuando van con ellos a la escuela?
Sí, no, mire, la voy a contestar así. Nosotros buscamos a los jóvenes por medio de escuelas que están en high school.
Ujú.
ah, y a nosotros a veces vamos y nosotros estamos como en mesas cuando tienen eventos las escuelas y ahí es cuando damos la información. Si los papás están interesados, nosotros les hablamos con gusto sobre el programa y pues eso es el punto del programa de encontrar jovencitos cada año para enseñarles estas clases para que tengan un mejor futuro.
So
You said, go ahead, Joe.
I added a new mic, so hopefully that works. Mr.
That
Gutierrez,
works now.
does it work better?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I do apologize for the. I'm getting some feedback. Go ahead and take over, Mr. Bautista. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll go back to English. One of the things that interests me, what type, what CDICD, can you tell us what the letters stand for, so that our listeners will understand what CDCID, or what that stands for?
Yes, of course. So CDIC stands for Children's Disabilities Information Coalition, and we are a nonprofit organization.
And how
And
long
if
has
somebody,
this organization been in the city?
It has been for many years. Yeah, I've been working for the agency for over a year already, and it's been a great experience so far.
Okay.
what do you see as the advantage of? 'Cause I noticed that you're the youth coordinator. What's the advantage for that for the young youth with disabilities?
I think what I like the most about my job is to meet new people to help them achieve a better outcome for their future. For the parents to know that there's many agencies out there to help them and help their child because when you're a parent who has a child with disabilities, you might don't know what to come or when they're in high school or getting out of high school, you don't know what to expect for them in the future, and I think that's the hardest part of being a parent with children with disabilities, that you don't know it's to come for them, and I think being able to help them, it's a privilege, and I like it, and I'm happy to help them.
Yeah, because there is a, as, me and Mr. Bautista have mentioned this before, that when a child transitions from high school, sometimes those skills are, those, I guess you want to call them soft skills, aren't there to help the young person get into the work environment. And especially if they have a disability, then the child feels more, I guess, less confident, if that's the good word to use. So
Yes.
I appreciate this kind of program because to enable those youth with disabilities to be more productive in society.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
how do you connect with the some of the other agencies? Like the workforce. I know that the workforce, they work with the students that are about to graduate, so that if they're going to college, that they can provide them with the the necessary equipment and assistance. But do you connect with any of those agencies or
Yes, we connect with other agencies. Whenever there's an event, we all go to those events, and we each have almost the we offer the same help for them, and if one agency needs of our help to go to an event, we do a plan before, and we go.
And people ask me why. Just for a side note, people ask me why we do the show live. Now you know why. It's things happen, and when I do apologize, Mr. Gutierrez, I think the mic is working now. But so
yeah,
let me
it's
go back
working.
to Monday.
It's working good.
Yeah, it's working now. And so let me ask you, Mr. Gutierrez, what do you see? How can I put this? What would be an advantage for you as a coordinator to let the I guess the quote unquote general public know about your program? And I guess you understand some, but what is your when you interact with the youth with a disability?
Um, just to know their stories, to know more of them, what are the struggles that they're going through, uh, and sometimes I'm wondering how I'm gonna be able to help them. But I think just to get them a little bit more, you get to know how to help them, and talk to their parents about our programs. I think that's the advantage, going to schools, talking on presentations, doing presentations. I think that's a way to gather more people to come and go to our classes.
Well, about approximately how many students do you deal with that with? I don't know if it's daily or at a certain time, but approximately how many students do you have right now?
Right now we have up to like 18, but we are looking for up to like 30 or more participants. And the registration is open. It's free, and you can go whenever you want to our office, and get more information about the classes.
And the classes normally occur when?
Yes. There are each month for one Saturday of that specific month, and at Region 19 by Airway and Boeing, and it's usually 2 hours
Oh,
class.
tours. Not too bad. Not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
So I know you said the registration is free. So there's as long as the child's within a certain age, there's no other qualifiers, right?
No, no.
And do the parents have to attend with them, or do they can they drop them off, or how does it work?
It's under decision. Parents can come with them, or they can leave them. They don't have to feel bad leaving them. They're protected by our supervisors. We have what we call PSS, which are or helpers, and they're gonna be there to assist the child.
Now, can we just give a quick overview, you, Mr. Bautista, and Mr. Gutierrez in Spanish? Because my Spanish, I'm gonna lie to you, Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Bautista will tell you, it's pretty. How can we just try to go overview real quick on Spanish?
Go ahead, Mr. Gutierrez. And before I forget, ¿cuántos estudiantes más o menos me puede decir usted que tienen que están visual o que no tienen nada de vista? Porque como el señor Zavala y yo, los dos estamos ciegos, siempre tratamos de discutir y ayudar a asistir a los estudiantes que tienen ese problema que no ven. ¿Cuántos tienen ustedes de los 18 que tienen ahorita?
Ahorita por el momento no tenemos alguno que tenga problemas visuales,
Okay,
pero aceptamos a personas que tengan problemas de vista o cualquier deshabilidad.
okay.
Ujú.
So I'm glad you asked that question, Mr. Bautista. I understood it. That's a good thing. But
Yeah, you did.
that's a pretty good. So if someone wants to contact you, Mr. Gutierrez, is there like a phone number, website they could go see?
Yes, my our office number is 915 uh 217-2747, and my email is Josue Josue dot Gutierrez at CDIC El Paso.org. You can contact me and send me an email through there.
Okay.
I'd be interested to know that we need to have parents who have kids who are visually impaired or totally blind contact you, and they need to know that there's another agency there providing services, because our kids don't get to have as many activities as we would like for them to have, and a lot of parents don't know about such of an agency. I was not aware of it myself, and I'm an educator, but it's good to hear that, because I'd like to be able to tell parents who have blind kids that there's another road there for them to travel to.
Yes.
And the thing about the Gutierrez, and we always want to have. We're going to start. Last year we kind of slacked off a little bit, but we want to have more information for people that, like Mr. Bautista, didn't know. And for us, it's important to let that information out. And now we're going to try to use both in Spanish. But if you want to check out this agency, it's on our website, which is www.theaccessibilitycorner.com. And you can always go down there and check. There's, I think, nearly 70 resources on the website. And also, for those who don't have access to social media, we're going to start streaming our audio on our website. So the bottom of the website, it has an audio player. And that's why I was adjusting the mic, and I do apologize for that. So we'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. But Mr. Gutierrez, I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with us, me and Mr. Bautista. And what do you want the kids, if they're seeing this, or even parents, like Mr. Bautista says, because we also want to encourage the parents to reach out to you. What would be the message for both the parent and the student to take away from our discussion?
I think to take the time to be determined to seek help for their children at our agency. They're welcome to join us for our classes. Like I said before, they're completely free, and the children will interact with other youth. And it's important because I know some youth are just sitting on the sofa or in their bedroom, and it's important because it's part of the nature to be evolved, to be growing as a human, and to learn new things, and everything is possible. It doesn't matter if they're disabled or not. I think it's important for them to go and explore the world.
Para
Could
los
you please
que
say that in Spanish? Yeah, go ahead.
para los que nos están escuchando que tienen hijos que son o hijas que están deshabilitados, es importante que nos informenos, y esta agencia asiste mucho a los estudiantes y les dan, tienen diferentes actividades una vez por mes. Am I correct, señor Gutiérrez? Una vez por
Correcto.
mes.
Correcto. Es cada vez por mes, un sábado.
Cada sábado, ok.
Sí.
Y me gustaría que invitarlos que vayan, especialmente nuestros, la gente que no ve, que tiene problemas visual, a esta otra avenida, para que vayan y sus hijos se aprendan y se encuentren con otras personas deshabilitadas, y socialmente vayan avanzando.
Mr. Gutierrez, I want to make sure that you said something earlier right now when you said about sitting on the sofa and stuff like that. And we know this. Me and Mr. Bautista know this because what happens is the child comes out of high school, right? And they're like, well, I have a disability. I can't do much. I can't do this. Yeah, I would just stay home and, do whatever, or collect Social Security. But I think it's important to have those leadership classes to, let the child know that, there are choices out there. There are, programs out there to help them, not just to, because I guess from my experience, I don't know about you, Mr. Bautista, but sometimes, especially a child, they're, what's the word I want to say? Not bitter, but kind of, I guess, upset. Because I can't do this because my friends can do it. I can't do that. But I think if they try it, they might be surprised. You know what I mean? Like playing baseball or soccer, even if you're blind. Mr. Bautista is playing hockey. He's blind. So what can you tell those youth that, I guess, not give up, but kind of get disheartened and say, you know what? Well, I'm not going to do that. What can you tell those kids?
To try to go to be determined and try new things, and not giving up. I think and just to try new things, to say I want to go, I want to do this. I know I can, and don't say negative things. I think that's the important thing to success, and just believing in yourself. I think that's the important key to success.
If and I don't know if you do this or not, but do you go to the schools and try to recruit some of these kids that have disabilities? Because that's where you can connect with the kids. Especially if you go to the special ed teachers and ask for, what children or what kids do you know that might benefit from the agency or the services that we provide. Do you do any of that, or you wait for them to come in to your program?
No, we actually go to some schools and we do outreach. We have a table of information. And we try to go to every event they invite us, and we are always there to give information. And again, they're welcome to go and have some fun.
There we go. Amen to that. Can you give out your contact information one more time? I'm sorry, Mr. Bautista.
Yes, sure. My contact information is, our office information is 915-217-2747, and my email is Josue, Josue Gutierrez at citygelpaso.org.
But last comments, Mr. Bautista. I'm sorry, I cut you off there.
No, I was just going to say that it's a great thing to know that service is there, and that Mr. Gutierrez is out there looking for kids who would like to participate. I just want to make sure that the kids that have our disability, which is visually impaired or totally blind, that they get involved, they be given the opportunity to get involved, because our kids, George, as well as I do, our kids need it. They need that self-esteem. They need that confidence. They need to be able to feel comfortable with other people, not just blind people, but with other people that have other disabilities.
And I think that's important.
You're great opportunity.
No, you're right, Mr. Bautista, because I think you'll agree with this, Mr. Gutierrez, is that we want to emphasize, especially for the youngins, that the youth with disabilities. I don't really like saying special needs, and I do apologize. That's just my thought process. I just don't like to use that word. But anyway, youth with disabilities, especially because they're young, and they're starting their lives, and I think it's important to let them know, what, we're different, but in many ways the same, right? For example, if you use a wheelchair, that's your tool. Me, Mr. Bautista, we use a white cane. Someone that's deaf or hard of hearing uses a hearing aid, but that's normal. that's not like, unnormal, if that's the word to say, but I do appreciate you trying to reach out to the students. I call them students because they're young kids. What do you say to that, Mr. Gutierrez, when a kid comes to you, say, well, I can't do this or I'm different. I guess I'm trying to emphasize that that thought of, yes, you may have a disability, but that doesn't make you less of a person. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, and you're correct. We are all equal, and just because other people see you different, it doesn't have to matter for you. We're all equal, and we all have arms. We all have legs, and the most important thing is we all have a heart. And what's better to have a good heart?
Amen to that. Yes, sir.
Well, I
So,
should want
Mr.
to thank you, Mr. Gutierrez, for bringing a special message to us, and and enhancing our knowledge a little bit. As I said, I wasn't very aware of this agency or this program, and now I'm going to look into it more so because I want to make sure that I help students with visual and total blindness, give them the opportunity to see that.
In the future, Mr. Gutierrez, do you have an event that you want to highlight, or if you want to, or anything that you feel like you want to have a podcast? You let us know, because just so we want to be, we want to be that center of information coming from you, not from us, but coming from the actual organization or agency. And I think that's important because we could talk about it, but when you're like you, Mr. Gutierrez, you work with those students. I think it gives more of an emphasis to the program. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, Mr. Gutierrez, thank you, sir, for taking the time.
Oh, thank you.
My apologies to you for my technical difficulties, but we got it straightened out now, thank gosh. And Mr. Bautista, any last words, sir?
No, just thank you, Mr. Gutierrez, for being here at our show, and we wish you the best. And like you said, any info that you want to give us in the future, feel free to give it to us, or to come on to our show again, and or any other people that are in your agency. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just want to say thank you again for having me here, and it's an honor to talk about my project and program, and I'm delighted to be here today with you.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And if you missed his contact information, it will be on the website, our website, which is www.theaccessibilitycorner.com. And we'll see you later. We'll see you probably next week. We're going to have the Paso Community College Students with Disabilities Center here with us. And we might another podcast this week. So, we're trying to be active more this year. Again, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Mr. Bautista, thank you, sir, for always
Yes, sir.
stepping in. Mr. Gutierrez, I salute you, sir, what you do. And if you ever want to come back on the show, just let us know, okay?
Thank you so much.
Adios.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.